Mount Shasta in Northern California is home to so many incredible waterfalls. So many that you'd need a week to see all of them. But we're challenging ourselves to see how many we can explore in one day. We've got one day, 6 waterfalls on our list, and no real plan on how to get to them all. We're gonna find out which ones live up to the hype and which ones are not worth the effort. Will we make it? Stay tuned.
Hey, you think of anything else you want to say?
Don't buy fast fashion. Don't feed wild animals. Stay on the trail. Don't do drugs unless they come from the earth. Our first waterfall of the day is Hedge Falls, which is apparently a waterfall that you can go behind, which is really cool. I don't think I've done that since Iceland. See it a little bit. Oh, wow.
That hike only took about 5, maybe 10 minutes, and we're already at the waterfall.
The payoff to effort ratio for this waterfall is really great.
I'm digging this one. This is pretty cool.
Successful first mission. That waterfall was really awesome. It's small. It's not like your most magnificent and grand, but there weren't that many people here for being like the middle of the day, although it is Wednesday. But it's right off the 5 freeway, and it's like literally a 5 to 7 minute walk down a little hill, so it's not bad. It's a really easy short stop and a great start to our waterfall day. Do you like it?
Yeah.
We are going to waterfall number 2 for the day. Is this really bad? You should be like this. Oh, ta-da! Which is a little bit harder of a hike, I think. That last one was fantastic. It was downhill, it was in the shade, and it was like 5 minutes, but I think this is gonna take a little bit longer. But that's okay, because we're on a mission today to see as many waterfalls as possible.
There's a very big, large trailhead that you can park at, and then you have to walk up this bumpy dirt road for about a half a mile. I heard it gets kind of steep. We thought we could drive it for a second, but we're towing our little camper. The last thing I think we would need right now is to break down and not be able to get it back to California.
Totally could have driven it.
After a short walk, we've come to the ruins of the Nay Spring Resort. Kind of a cool little addition to this hike. The road gets a bit steep, but we're only 0.2 miles from the waterfall, so home stretch. Here we go. And we're gonna be okay. We're gonna make it. Trail is not marked, but the guy at our campsite kind of gave us the scoop on where to go, so I think we're on the right track. Whole hike really didn't take very long. I'd say maybe 20 minutes to get up here from the parking lot, and we definitely could have drove our car, which is all-wheel drive, probably half of the way. All right, yeah, this part is definitely a little steep.
Hi. Look at this. That's a good one.
Yeah, really good. That was way better than I expected it to be.
We think that's because of the time of year that the snow melt is really making the waterfalls flow a lot. So.
Yeah, but man, wow, it was like probably a good 15 degrees cooler right by the waterfall too, with all the cold water coming down. Oh, so cool. I could have hung out there all day long. That was just amazing. Definitely worth the hike.
2 waterfall hikes means it's time for lunch. So we found a local place in Mount Shasta, the town. We're eating lunch at this place called Pipeline Tap and Kitchen, and so far the food is amazing, and I'm very excited for these burgers.
Waterfall fuel. Well, somehow it got to be 4 p.m. and we've only visited 2 waterfalls today. So our goal of hitting 6 is not going great so far. Luckily, the next 3 are all part of a loop. We're visiting McCloud Falls. There's a lower, a middle, and an upper falls section. You can connect them all together and do a hike, which is about 3.5 miles, or you can drive to each individual viewpoint, which is probably what we're gonna do because time is of the essence today. I gotta admit, I'm struggling doing all these waterfalls, and we've had a big road trip. I don't know if I can do it. What is happening right now?
What?
I walked right past that deer and didn't even see it. Holy cow.
Holy deer.
Holy deer. Oh dear.
I just saw an otter.
Really?
Yeah.
In the water?
Yeah, a water otter. Pretty sure this is supposed to be a place where you can actually go swimming, but I don't know if it's just the time of year or what, but it is pretty deep and pretty far down, so maybe you can jump off this? I'm not sure. I'm not going to test out that theory, but the water's raging right now at the end of May, so we're just going to look at it from afar.
I think what I like the most about all these waterfalls we visited today, they all are super different. Each one has like its own characteristics and they all look a lot different from each other. You can walk right up to the edge of Lower Falls. The ground is really uneven though. There's actually a lot of rocks with these really cool holes all over the place. But to get to this waterfall, it's like maybe 100 feet from the parking area, and then you walk down another 30 or 40 steps. Very, very cool and very easy to get to.
Definitely late May is the time to come. It's really neat to see them rushing and big and beautiful. This is waterfall number 4 for the day. We are counting all 3 McCloud Falls as 3 separate ones because you know what? They are 3 separate ones. Don't argue with me. This is supposed to be the most impressive McCloud Falls out of the 3. It looks really cool on the internet. So let's go. The first viewpoint we've come to is not that impressive, but it looks like there's another viewpoint and then you can actually go down to the base of the fall. Looks like people are swimming down there.
Middle McCloud Falls is supposed to be the most impressive out of the 3, so we have to hike down to the bottom because I feel like the viewpoints don't really do it justice. Doesn't look like it's too far of a hike, but it does look straight down. Even from halfway down, it looks way cooler. I can't wait to get to the bottom. This is gonna be great.
So far, this is definitely the biggest waterfall we've seen. And it's roaring because of the snow melt. No words. What do you think? Careful.
Yeah, definitely way better from the bottom. There's a freaking rainbow. Oh my God. It is very cold. Oh, my arms are stinging. Oh, my elbows hurt. I gotta do it again. Now, I am awake right now, so I'm ready to go see some more waterfalls. Let's freaking go. Definitely stung a lot jumping in. Takes your breath away, but it was cool. It was nice. And now I honestly feel like I just took a power nap. Like I am so much more awake now. I guess I'm driving to the next 2 waterfalls.
Or to the campsite because I'm tired.
I think Kelly's ready to give up on our waterfall adventure.
Yes, 100%.
A very short drive from Middle Falls is Upper McCloud Falls. From the parking area, you're gonna walk maybe 200 feet to a overlook. That's all there is at this falls. You can't actually hike down below, which is kind of disappointing, but still really cool to see from the top. Super quick, really don't need more than 5 minutes here. Regardless, a very impressive waterfall. All the waterfalls we've seen today have been so different, which is really, really nice. McCloud Falls, hitting all 3 of them is definitely the way to go because they're so close together. If you're looking for bang for buck, McCloud Falls is where you gotta go.
Oh my God.
That feels amazing, sitting down.
That was a long day. We didn't even make it to all 6 waterfalls.
No, we ended up hitting 5 waterfalls today. We had a couple more on our list that we wanted to see, but it's hard seeing all those waterfalls. There's a lot of hiking and a lot of driving.
Yeah, a lot of scrambling over boulders, and then you have to stop and eat, and it was just, by the time we had finished the 5th waterfall, the 6th waterfall was gonna be like 40 minutes away, and we were like, no.
No.
I think my favorite one was probably Faery Falls.
Faery Falls is up there. I'm gonna say McCloud was my favorite, probably just because I jumped in. But it was like the biggest and most grand and I think the most picturesque. That one was really cool. Faery Falls close second. But honestly, all of them were really great. Hedge was really cool that you could walk behind it and it was super easy to get to.
Definitely a real quick stop, but you can easily see 1 or 6 or 2 or any amount of falls in Shasta, depending on how much time you have. And to be honest, we're probably gonna go tomorrow to see the ones that we missed today.
Yeah, probably seeing all these waterfalls in one day is not the move. Probably break it up over a couple days, but I have no regrets. It was an awesome day.
Yeah, it was awesome.
We've had an awesome time traveling around this little camper here. If you haven't seen any videos from this camper, go ahead and check them out. We will link them up on the screen right here and down in the description. Northern California for the win.
Subscribe. Subscribe!
But now I think it's time for some campsite dinner. What are we having tonight?
Tuna mac.
Tuna mac and hot dogs. Does the body good.